Sessions Cafe with your host, Keri D. Singleton.
Hello, welcome to Sessions Cafe. I'm your host, Keri D. Singleton, and today I have in the studio my girl, Miss Kim GoodLook Seabrook. She's got a new project out, but we're going to double back first before we get into that. So you're a poet,
yes,
an author,
yes,
a performer,
yes,
a storyteller, and a complete talent as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show, sister.
Thank you for having me.
First, let's talk about your work with the youth.
Okay.
You work in the schools. What exactly do you do to encourage and inspire them?
Well, I provide different workshops. So some, depending on the age group, I bring my books there.
Okay.
I discuss bullying. I discuss self-esteem, conflict resolution. I've done podcasting workshops. So I do podcasting workshops as well. And
In
I
the schools,
teach them.
in the New York City public schools?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, what's the climate like in the schools? I've wanted to ask. I've invited educators to come on the show. I haven't had any come on yet. Soon, but the kids with this generation and the kids, from what I see from the outside, I'm not a parent. From the outside looking in, all I see is just drama and disrespect. And is that the case in the classroom?
There is a lot of that, and I'm thankful that I haven't gotten that back yet. I think because I can relate to them, you know. So there's some cases where you get a little standoffish, you know, from the students. But once you start connecting and building with them and showing them that you understand what's going on, they relate.
So they embrace you because you're an artiste.
Yes.
I don't know. I spoke at a couple of schools early on when I had the radio show going on. And that was different because it was career day.
Okay.
So the students that were coming in to listen to what I had to say were interested because I was speaking about career goals. But I don't know. It seems like from what I see on the news with the parties and it seems like just a whole lot of drama. I'm not really sure that I have the energy. So that's why I wanted to ask you.
No, I get it. There's definitely a lot of drama. Yes, inside of schools, outside of schools. But, you know, again, I've been thankfully blessed to been able to connect with my students.
Your poetry resonates with so many different people. What are some of your inspirations?
Hip hop is really my main inspiration.
Of course.
Yes. Hip hop helped us, you know, in our communities, especially during the crack era. And we're going through things and we're trying to find an outlet on how to be expressive in our own way, do so many different levels, whether it's through emceeing or fashion or things like that. So yeah, hip hop is my inspiration.
Wow. And Kim, your smile is magnetic.
Thank you.
What keeps you smiling?
Ooh.
Because we all need to hear what keeps you smiling.
I'm gonna tell you, it's rough. You know, like I can choose to be down through, you know, the struggling, the hustle, the bustle, the constant. You know, when you're doing such amazing things, you're always gonna be attacked.
Yes.
You know, but I know that what God has given me and my gifts and in my heart and in my soul and my spirit, that I have to keep smiling. Yeah.
Healing.
Yes.
Justice. Community.
Yes.
I know those are three words that are very, very important to you.
Absolutely.
I want you to tell me within each of those specific terms what they mean to you and why. We'll start with the word healing.
Healing, definitely growing up, I've been through a lot of things, you know, whether it was through sexual abuse, physical abuse, drug abuse in a household, and growing up as an adult, or from a teenager to an adult, you know, difficulties, not knowing your direction. I always say like driving with no license or with no vision, you know, and never went to therapy, but I found a healing process through writing and through expression. And yeah, so healing, I think you just need to prepare yourself and don't be afraid to go back to your past, you know, so that you could be present in the present.
Justice.
Justice. Justice is not for all.
Right. As it should be.
As it should be.
But we all know, yeah.
So there's a lot of difficult things going on in our community. People are incarcerated for things that they have not done or getting more time than is necessary.
Right.
There's no justice, but I'm out here trying to assist others in the process and helping them. Again, that goes through healing, that goes through writing, expression, or finding resources.
And finally, community.
Community. Growing up in my era, we had community. In my building or on the block, I was able to knock on the door and ask for a cup of sugar. Or if they knew I was hungry, they would provide food, dinners. Hey, we cooked tonight, make sure y'all come get a plate, you know? And not just me, but multiple children.
Right.
If I seen Miss Carol, Miss Michelle, or Miss Yvette outside and I was doing something bad, I'm running, I'm hiding, I'm not.
Right, with the whole community.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So that's what I provide in my workshops, and everything that I do is I provide community.
How do you see the world in 2026? Because I don't want to have a real political conversation. I just mean in general. It's 2026, we're in the 6th month of this year, and
it's rough. I was in the store the other day, and a butter roll was $1.50.
Wow.
I don't eat butter, but when I heard it, it had me bugging out all day.
Yeah.
And that's just something simple, but it's not simple. It used to be 50 cents, because there's no way and I know it's not even real butter. I'm sure y'all using that fake cheap stuff, you know what I mean? So for us to be charged these outrageous prices, food that we want to eat that's healthy is difficult, you know, it's so easy to get cheap food, and it's horrible out here. Yeah.
Well, I want to congratulate you also, because last year in 2025, your project Time Out of Joint became archived in the Library of Congress.
Yes.
So clap it up for you for that.
Thank you.
What was that like for you?
Well, it's not my project, so shout out to Steve Rowland. Shout out to Jahmakey Rise. Steve Rowland is the actual founder of Time Out of Joint, where he started going into prisons to use Shakespeare and poetry and monologues and compare the two to talk about isolation or, you know, confinement and things like that, and helping the people who are incarcerated to write. And now people who are formerly incarcerated are called FITs, formerly incarcerated teachers. So we teach online throughout the world. Different workshops, and I mean, that's a blessing. I am honored. That's one of my biggest accomplishments.
And congratulations to you. And finally, before we wrap up, we got to talk about Hip Hop City. That's your latest book.
Yes.
It looks very sexy.
Thank you.
Give me a synopsis of your book before we wrap.
So Hip Hop City, it discusses the elements of hip hop, which is fashion, beatbox, rapping, MCing / poetry, because MCing is poetry, hip hop. Break dancing, and I also talk about how we used to play double dutch in the streets, scalesies in the streets, how we play by the water pump. So it's a rhyming book, which also has a song. I made a song from the words in the book too.
Nice. And how can people pick it up?
Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Just search for the title, Hip Hop City by Kim GoodLook Seabrook, where every beat tells a story.
Oh, thank you for coming back to the show. We have to have you come back again.
Of course.
Because we owe you more time.
And it's okay. You know how we do.
But I love you to death. And I appreciate your art, your smile. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sessions Cafe. I'm your host, Keri D. Singleton, and today we have a special show where we're here on site at Mind of a Serial Killer, The Experience in Manhattan. We got a great show for you, so let's go. So Storm is going to help us out with our tour for the rest of the time that we're here, and I'm really excited that she'll be able to show us around.
I'm excited to help.
Yeah. So where are we at now?
This is our FBI briefing room.
Okay.
Here we bump into our first killer, Gary Leon Ridgway. He was the Green River Killer. He killed 49 known victims. He confessed to 71, but he was suspected 80 and plus.
I know this face.
Yes.
Not personally, but I watch a lot of true crime stuff, so yeah.
Yes, here we have some of our classification, which is organized lust, and he was a control killer. He mainly wanted control over his victims. And these are just some of his key traits. methodical, unemotional, outward, ordinary, compulsion.
This is actually Storm, the photo that I'm most familiar with.
Yes, a lot of people are
Yeah.
most familiar with that
That
specific photo.
Yeah.
So BTK, Ted Bundy, yeah, we have a lot.
Wow.
Yes. So each case has little replicas of evidence, stuff that killers use, stuff that the FBI use.
Wow.
Forensics give us hard evidence, DNA, fibers, fingerprints. Geography shows where they strike, helping us predict where they may strike again.
With no care for the lives of others, and no interest in societal structures, serial killers follow only their own compulsions. Their presence reminds us what happens when the soul comes to its bestest desires. But who are they? And what drives them to commit acts so monstrous that we cannot even conceive of them? These are the questions that investigators ask, and things to contemplate today as you join us in our pursuit.
This guy has a super long name, like he's got 15 names, but you guys in the crime world gave him a nickname.
Yes, we call him the Beast. He
Okay.
killed about 147, but it's estimated 200 or 300. He killed from 1992 to 1999. His main targets were children again. He used different disguises. That's how he was able to sit here and get away with for so long, for so much. Again, he was another one of our controlled killers.
So what is a control killer? What is the definition of a
Yes.
control killer?
So mainly a control killer is a person who wants to feel power over their victims
Okay.
and make them feel helpless.
Okay.
Sometimes they do it for sexual reasons, sometimes they do it for the thrill of it, sometimes they do it just to feel like God, if you will.
Certainly the Killer Clown was one of those, and
Yeah.
Dahmer as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
We also call him the Beast of Colombia because that's where he did most of his killing. As you can see, we have children's uniforms with their tags that have names on them. He was terrible. He was terrible and gruesome. Edward Theodore Gein, also known as Ed Gein, his story was a little touchy for most. His story actually inspired some of America's famous horror films, such as Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho,
Oh wow. Okay.
the Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Oh wow.
and Silence of the Lambs.
So whose car is this with the Florida license plate and all this money?
This would be Eileen Carol Warnos.
Okay. The most famous female serial killer. Okay.
Yes, Eileen Warnos was born to a 60-year-old single mother and father and a father who she never met.
Right.
This is where people it's a little controversial. Some people think that she was in the right of doing.
Right.
Her first victim tried to rape her.
Right. Well, she was a prostitute.
Yes.
Right. So
She
the
started at a very young age, and
Right.
she was left behind in the care of her alcoholic grandparents.
right. And then she ended up dating a woman who she fell in love with. Let me ask you a question. I know that you didn't expect this. Storm is leading us through this, but she didn't know that I was going to actually interview her. What is your personal opinion on her situation? Do you think she was justified, partially justified, or totally wrong?
I would say partially. And
Okay.
hear me out. Not all men do it,
Right.
but there's men that they don't know the word no.
Exactly. Of course.
Sometimes those situations you have to defend yourself.
Right.
You have to sit here. You have to create an example.
Right.
And I feel like Eileen Warnos made that example.
Example. Yeah.
And unfortunately, sometimes we still get cases.
Right.
But I feel like we get a little less cases, starting with cases like
Like
these.
this. Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
Some of our guests actually informed me, and also I remember as well, that H.H. Holmes, also known as Herman Webster Mudgett, Mudgett. Also known as the Devil in the White City.
Oh.
He also was in Chicago. He created a murder castle. So if you can point the camera that way, you'll see a little replica of the murder castle. Which, if you know American Horror Story, this is where it basically came from. With all the traps, he created torture rooms, gas chambers, all different types of devices, and in each room to murder people.
That's a pretty big house.
Yes.
And he used it for death and destruction.
Complete death and destruction.
Okay, you can even see his basement down there. Wow.
Yeah.
All that real estate wasted, huh?
Yeah.
And this happened in one of my favorite cities, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah, they call it the murder castle.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, it was suspected, of course, we do know of 9, but people say he killed a lot more.
A lot more.
A lot more. From 1891 to 1894.
When true violence becomes a mirror.
People get H.H. Holmes confused with Albert Fish, who we'll be seeing next.
Okay.
It's because they look alike. It's literally because they look alike.
Already begun their uneasy dance with real-life horror. Each era had its monsters and its movies. Today, as audiences confront news headlines of unthinkable crimes,
So this is
producers and screenwriters
our little tidbit about cannibalism.
Oh, God.
More about cannibalism, and this young man right here, he was Sagawa. He was a Japanese student who killed and ate his classmate in Paris.
Wow. Okay. So, good job. Good job. All of your fellow classmates you consumed.
But I think he only ate one.
Oh, okay. Well, just one.
Ramirez, also known as the Night Stalker.
The Night Stalker from Los Angeles. This man had the audacity to be on the dating game, was it?
I believe so.
The dating game, one of those dating shows from the 70s. And got a date, but he didn't kill her.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, he has 13 numerous assaults, burglaries, and attempted murders.
Yeah.
He was famous for the little Satan on his hand.
Correct. And the rotten teeth.
And the rotten teeth.
The rotten teeth, yes, the rotten teeth.
Actually, you see it right there.
Yeah, there, yeah. This is Dahmer's apartment in Milwaukee. We know that the building was torn down.
Yes.
He actually had...
These are mainly props that we
Props,
put here
okay.
ourselves, but everything else in this room is made to look
Oh.
like as you are in Dahmer's room. We have the classic lava lamp.
Which I have one at home. That's why I was thinking, oh my God, I feel bad that I'm kind of connected to this weirdo guy with this stuff
we
here.
have some of his some Polaroids.
Oh my God, okay.
Here we have Frederick Walter West and Rosemary Pauline West. They killed together.
Well, a family that kills together stays together, huh?
Unfortunately,
Yeah?
she abused children. He sat here and he was doing it for more sadistic and sexual pleasure. So yeah, they have 12 known victims, suspected more as well, from 1967 to 1987. So they did a lot. They have organized power, controlled killers as well. They wanted power over the victims. A lot of our killers here wanted control. It was more
Right.
controlled, and just like
So again, we have a control killer classification, and
Fred was more manipulative.
Okay.
than Rose,
right,
but they both were sadistic. However,
Clearly.
Rose was more dominant in her killing.
my God,
Here we enter a room.
the House of Horrors.
Yes. They mainly targeted women, nannies, runaways, lodgers. So here we have a cellar where they would put their bodies.
Oh my God.
And right behind you is a bed that they may or may not have used. So this is our VR experience. Essentially, you are going to be part of an FBI investigation.
Oh,
You're
wow.
going to be looking at different evidence. Don't worry, there's no jump scares or anything like that. You will see the killer, but he's a little creepy. It's fine.
Okay.
Essentially, you're just trying to find the last two victims
Okay.
and setting them free.
So I'm actually going to be, in essence, solving a mystery.
Yes, it's good. Think of it as being part of SVU.
Okay.
Basically, you're looking at evidence. There's going to be like blood stuff, but don't worry, any dead bodies that you do see, they will be covered up.
They'll be covered up.
Yeah,
Okay.
they'll be
Got
covered
you.
up. Nothing's
Okay.
going to move or anything. Just you. It's completely self-paced. It takes about like 7 to 20 minutes, but again, self-paced depends on how fast you work through the evidence, analyze everything, and then you'll see the resolution and everything, just like the stuff like you see.
Okay.
They're seeing the evidence and stuff like
Wow,
that. Broken
okay.
stuff.
All right, let's see. So how do I put this on?
So basically what I do here is I loosen it up. I calibrate it with that wall or the wall inside.
Okay.
Once I see the little orange barrier, and the little machine starts talking, that's my time to take it off and put it onto you. So if you just step inside,
Okay.
the machine will know once you touch enough evidence, it'll move you to the next room.
Okay.
It'll fade to black and then unphase again. Then afterwards, you're just gonna follow along the orange path. If you get lost, there'll be yellow footprints or arrow to direct you in the right direction.
Okay.
As you can see, do you see like the little floating heads and stuff like that?
Yeah, I was wondering, like.
Yes. So the floating heads are other players.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
how you know how close you are to someone. And yeah.
So what am I touching? Am I just touching? I'm just.
Now you're not
bas-
touching anything.
I'm just exploring stuff.
Yes, those are your hands.
Right.
That's how you're gonna be able to touch the evidence once you start seeing it.
Okay.
So what do you see right now?
I see a computer. I see a light. I see a desk. I see a phone.
Perfect.
A cabinet, a file cabinet. So I just explore and look through things.
Explore, look through things. Try not to step out of the orange barrier so that way you don't bump into a wall.
Okay.
And if you need help, raise your hand, say, hey, I need some help, and one of us will come and assist you.
Okay, thank you.
Explore.
So how do I get out of the orange space?
Oh no, you want to stay in the orange space.
At all
At
times?
all times.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So just walk around, start
Okay.
touching stuff.
Oh. What's the, oh.
You think you know me, but you don't know anything about me. You think I'm a monster. Well, I'm a monster that's hidden in plain sight for years. I smiled, I held doors, I charmed them. That's how I got close. You're not going to find them. I made sure of that. They are my memories. But I still have one. She's still breathing. Oh, and I have her kid too. Do you want to know where they are? You'll have to walk the same ground I did. See what I saw. Feel what they felt.
I didn't see his face, just his shape in the dark. He breathed slow, like he was thinking. Said something about the cold, how it keeps things pure. So, when he left, the generator kept humming, felt like he never really left.
They're still here.
Unbelievable. And I got to experience this weird contraptions. So it took me to the end of the exhibit almost, the end of the VR experience, I should say, to realize that when I touch my hands on another hand, I can pick stuff up.
Yeah.
I was slow at that.
Yeah, some people, they don't fully grasp the concept that you're supposed to touch.
Yes, and pick stuff up.
In order to like progress. But I'm still glad you enjoyed it though.
I had a great time. It was really, it seems so real. I guess that's why it's called a virtual reality experience. Well, thank you so much. This is definitely, if you come to the mind of a serial killer experience, you have to make the VR experience a part of your tour. You have to. It's imperative.
It's a must.
Yeah, it is. It is. So thank you so much for showing me this.
Of course.
I really appreciated it. So this is an interesting room, and we're about to wrap up our tour here, and I think this is a really, really cool, if not weird space to wrap it up in.
Yes. Here we set this up so that way our visitors, they can leave, they can take pictures, they can feel like as if you're leaving a funeral, like or mourning, if you will.
Thank you so much, Storm, for showing us around. We've had a great time here. My team and I, thank you so much. Make sure you guys check out Mind of a Serial Killer. It's a great experience. It's a great exhibit here in New York City. And this is the Sessions Cafe TV show signing off. Stay safe.
Sessions Cafe with your host, Keri D. Singleton.